Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Travis with Team Sword and Shield. I got a deck profile for you today, and it is my Mermails. I've been playing it a lot for the last couple months or so, and I think it has a pretty decent matchup in most of the meta matches outside of Burning Abyss, more or less. Cosmos are a tiny bit of a problem just because Forerunner is huge and can't be targeted, but put a guy else out until you have an answer for it, and you're pretty much good to go. Um, it's honestly its easiest matchup in the meta, believe it or not, is probably Necroz, just because it can easily dodge Trish and just put up scary boards. But anyways, let's get to it. We start off with one lead. A lot of people cut him, but I'd like to keep him just because it's a big 2700. Yes, it's not the best open in your hand, but you got things like Lin and Goon to get it from the graveyard and deck and whatnot. So, got two Megalo. There's not much needing explanation for him. He searches your stuff. He's a big body. He sets up OTKs. And we got the 3 TS. Again, don't really need to explain much. I honestly think he's the best of the Mermails, because it's one card ditch, search a card. It's a level 7 for your rank 7 plays. It has a nice defense for needing to wait and whatnot. Then into the level 4s, we have the 3 Pike. Probably the second best card in the deck, just because he searches a lot of your key stuff you need. He'll search out your marksmans or your goons or your Undyne if for the early game, because Undyne is a really good card, which I do play. And then we got the Turge. Sets up just nice rank 4 plays with Pike, and if you have the Goon too, then you just plus a pretty nice amount, which is always good. Level 3s, we have the 3 Lin. I've seen people cut her down to 2. I've thought about it, but how the deck runs right now, I'm pretty happy with it. If you end up having to get stuck going first, she's always nice to send. Or rather set. And she's good off the spheres too, because people do blind MST still for whatever reason. Then we have 3 Goond. Definitely a really good card. Again, I've seen people cut this down to 2, but I like it at 3. I do normally side out the third one depending on the matchup, but it's always hard for me. So I do absolutely love her. Then that's it for the Mermail engine. Then we have 2 Aqua Spirits to help with rank 4s or level 7 synchros. Not really much to explain about her. Onto the Atlantean engine, we have double Dragoons. He's just an instant plus. Like, I don't know. He's definitely good. I'm hoping he comes back to 3 this next list, but you're never gonna know, because Konami. But when he does, or if we ever get Neptubis, it's gonna be crazy. Then we'll play 2 marksmen and 2 infantry. It's kind of the utility belt of the deck. Definitely good going second, especially when you have these, because then you're just going to plus on most of the plays you make. They answer problem cards you might have or anything. And then the last part of the Atlantean engine is Deep Sea Diva. I know she's not an Atlantean, but she gets you to your Atlantean cards and gets them on the field and whatnot. Oh, sorry for knocking the camera around. And then play the 1 Undyne and the 1 Controller. There's not much to say. You search him off with Pike, so it's easy to get to, and he dumps Dragoons or whatever you might have an answer to. If they have a macro up, you can summon him, send a marksman if they have another set card, or send a infantry just to pop the vanities if needed, but yeah. And then controller is just a searchable, good tuner. It's level 3, pretty relevant. That's it for the monsters, and then on to the spells. We play triple upstart. A lot of people have cut this too, but I can't justify it. It gets you to your combo pieces and make sure you have the cards in hand that you need. Sometimes you need that extra water, so thinning the deck to 1 definitely helps. And we play the 1 of Sphere, Soul Charge, and 1 of Regeki. Both just really good cards. Regeki definitely helps set up strong boards mid-game, and a lot of times they're very hard to come over, especially when it's like a Gaios and Dweller and whatever else, if you can make something. And then on to the traps, we play 3 of Sphere. Again, it's just a good card. Helps OTKs if you have it set already and you need a little bit more damage. Stops from getting OTK'd because you summon the Lind and the Lind summons whatever you need, which is pretty nice. Play double breakthrough skill. It's just a good card. You got all the Manjus, Senjus, Tour Guide, anything of that. Or if they happen to have a window, you need to special summon more than once, you can banish them to your graveyard or just flip it. It's a nice card. On to the 1-ofs. Play 1 of Torrential, Vanities, and Warning. Just all powerful cards. There's a reason why they're at 1. Not much to really say about them that you don't already know. Then on to the extra deck. We have obligatory tokens. I do not play Dracosac, but that is my own choice. You can play them. They're here in case someone has a Geometrio or their own Dracosac and don't have tokens, or I mind control it or whatever. It doesn't. Just tokens. Play the 1 Leo because it's Leo. You have level 7s and a level 3 controller, so you make it pretty easily. The 1 Trish because it's at 1. If it was at more, I would definitely be playing more than 1 because you can soul charge stuff back to make it, or yeah, whatever. If you decide to play a Bisque Wall, you can use that, summon a controller, make it. The best way, I think, making it is just summoning the Diva, Marksman, and using Marksman's effect if you can attack and get the Dragoons. But, yeah. Play 2 7s. Black Rose and Clearing. There's not much exploration really needed for them. Both good. Clearwing definitely helps in the shit all matchups and whatnot. It's decent in the Necros matchup if you think they're going to summon a Brio. The 1/6, which is Goyo. Sometimes I just need to go into the 6. I do not play any 5s because Armades is good, but I just never see the need for it. It's not enough attack right now for me. And on to the Xyz. Play the 2 7s, 1 Gaios, 1 Big Eye. If I had the room, I'd be playing more than 1 Gaios. The deck's just really tight. The extra deck. Big Eye's Big Eye. Gaios, too good. Rank 4s, we play the Bahamut Shark, the 101, the Castel, the Exciton, and the Dweller. Pretty staple outside of like the Shark. Shark's too good to not play. Gets out your rank 3s or 2s or even 1s necessarily from the extra deck. They won't have material, but that doesn't always matter with depending on what you're playing. Because I play the Nightmare Shark, the Trite, and the Kappa for targets for him. A lot of people don't know this, but with Nightmare Shark, when you summon it, you can attach a level 3 water monster from your side of the field or from your hand to him. So I mean, you can attach the marksman and use marksman's effect, and detach and you'd get marksman's effect because he went for water monster, which is pretty nice. And to make anything attack, any of your water monsters attack directly, since the entire deck's water, you, yeah, can make a Megalo attack twice directly, which is always nice. Trite's just trite. You get it. Board protection. If your board gets wiped, you summon off a Mermail off him from your graveyard. So that's nice. And then Kappa protects your monsters, protects you from taking damage. Discard a card in general during the battle phase, or when a monster is attacked or is attacked, and you take no damage for the rest of the turn. Your monsters can't be destroyed by battle. And if you ditch a Goond or any of that, you're going to get their effects, which is really nice. As always, I'm going to keep my side deck separate because it varies depending on locals. My locals is semi-meta heavy, but then there's also a lot of rogue. So just make your extra deck based on what your metas look like. This deck can't side macro defissure for obvious reasons, so don't even try that. Like I said, this deck actually has a really nice matchup in the meta right now. You just need to be very cautious of your hand presence. Anyways, this was Travis with Team Sword and Shield. Hope you enjoyed the deck profile. Like, comment, subscribe, and whatnot for more stuff, and we will be seeing you later.